So you came back for another one. Today we're trying to beat Pokemon Battle Revolution with only rentals. I think that will be kind of a hard challenge actually, because this isn't Pokemon Stadium, where you have all the rentals of the world. No, you have a very limited selection of rentals in this game. So I think that will be quite hard.
You don't look too smart. Can you understand me?
One thing I've definitely totally forgot is how dumb the AI sometimes is in this game. Like, here you see that the AI uses attract constantly on me, even though it doesn't work because the Pokemon have the same gender. Stuff like this happens all the time in the game. I have no idea what's going on here. To keep all of your sanity, a lot of parts will be massively sped up in editing. Because I have about 20 hours of raw footage and I want to try to make it as cut down as possible, so I might skip a few battles entirely in the later game and only really show the battles that gave me a lot of problems. Because after all, it should be entertaining to watch, and just seeing the same battle over and over again probably isn't. For the final battles of the Colosseum, I am going to turn down the speed up a little bit, so it's a little bit easier to watch. We were never in any real danger in the final fight. Dragonair got paralyzed and confused, and we hit ourselves in confusion once. But everything considered, Pidgeot and Dragonair easily cleared it out. So yeah, let's go on, I guess, and jump to the next Colosseum. Next week, challenge the Gateway Colosseum, so that we can actually get our rental pass. Because currently it's only borrowed, and only if we beat the Gateway Colosseum with the pass, we actually obtain it fully. This is also the Colosseum where we obtain new passes that we unlock over time in the game, if we ever have the need for a new battle pass. Just look at this, what kind of dumb play is this? She sends an A-pawn just to immediately reverse out with a baton pass again. I have a lot of questions when it comes to the AI in this game. I thought we left Gen 1 behind, because that's what the AI feels like sometimes.
The challenger, who's already come this far, is going to face their final opponent.
Again, the fight wasn't really a threat. I assume though the fights will get much harder as we further progress in the game, because the battles so far have really been not that hard. So while we're at it, we're beating the Colosseum again, so we can pick up the second currently available battle pass. I don't know if we actually need it, but then we just have it already, so it can't hurt.
Boring.
The fights didn't pose any threat, so let's jump to the finals again. The gimmick of the Waterfall Colosseum is that you choose 5 Pokemon, and you have to win 3 out of 5 fights. They got really carried away with doing stuff like this. They probably made a lot of these to make the game more interesting, but in reality I would say the game is still far behind just the good old Pokemon Stadium. In the fight itself, our Dragonair got beaten, but otherwise we just won. The next one is the Neon Colosseum. Using the wheel, choose your Pokemon from both your and your opponent's Pokemon. Luck is the key on this. Yeah, they're not kidding. It's only based on luck. I massively dislike this place because my luck is absolutely terrible. And that's where our luck totally runs out. From not having the best Pokemon choices over a bit of bad luck, this is where we lost our first battle.
What a pain.
As you will shortly see, this place will brick wall us for a long time, because my luck just keeps getting worse. Here is another one where we failed. and another one, and another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. It isn't even on the same trainer, it relies purely on luck how far I make it. So when they said it's based on pure luck, they really meant it. I doubt you want to see me die over and over again, so let's jump to the fight that was actually successful.
I don't want to do this.
This fight was the complete opposite of all the fights before. The opponent had 2 grass types and we had Pidgeotto out. We switched our second Pokemon to Charmeleon and basically destroyed them. Rhyhorn then did mess up our Pokemon a bit, but we still could take it out with Solar Beam, so no problems there. I'm so glad this is finally over. It took me over 60 attempts to beat this damn Colosseum. It was such a pain, you wouldn't believe it. After changing our appearance a bit, we challenged the Crystal Colosseum. I really don't get why you can't change the character out completely on rental passes. It just shows how much this game really relies on bring your own Pokemon. The Crystal Colosseum wasn't a huge problem until we got to the last fight. Between me choosing not optimal Pokemon and Elekid and especially Rotom just being ridiculously strong, we've lost again.
Why did I stick my head into this stupid situation?
Please tell me why I'm doing this. Please, anyone? It took about another 3 tries to actually beat the finals, so yeah, let's just play the fight that actually worked, because the other 2 times went really bad as well. The fight was fairly close, but we still won in the end, so nothing to write home about, I guess.
The Colosseum battle is now at its final stage. A stronger opponent is going to appear.
The Sunny Park Colosseum is next. This is more of a traditional fight. It's still a double battle, but no fancy gimmicks like the last couple ones. The trainers went pretty well, so let's jump to the final battle. It was still pretty close, but in the end we won because we had the better type advantage, which gave us the victory in the end. It was pretty nice to have a Colosseum that we beat first try for once after the last couple of Colosseums gave us quite a bit of trouble.
Ooh, excellent work! You earned yourself a cookie.
Now comes the Sunset Colosseum, which is another one of the more gimmicky Colosseums. You can't choose your Pokemon from the 12 provided Pokemon. Your knowledge will be tested. The first time we lost to the first trainer, so let's try this again. Rotom seems to be one of our main problem Pokemon in this run. Second try we lost to a Dragonair with Dragon Rage on the second trainer. Third try we actually made it to the finals and we won relatively easy without being in any real danger ever.
The Colosseum battle is now at its final stage. A stronger opponent is going to appear.
The Magma Colosseum is next. A round-robin league battle with 6 trainers. The winner will get to battle against the Colosseum leader. This sounds kind of really special, but it's really not. It just feels like any other Colosseum, to be honest, without any special rules. So yeah, so much for that. They tried a lot of these gimmicks, but a lot of them just feel unnecessary. Like this could just be a normal battle. This was the easiest Colosseum we had in quite some time, probably because it was only single battles. No problem, we beat it really easily.
The challenger, who's already come this far, is going to face their final opponent.
Courtyard Colosseum is next. This just literally is a normal plain fight, although it is double battle again. I lost once against the 4th trainer, but it was mostly because I had terrible confusion and misluck. But thanks to us having a few continues, we could just keep pushing forward. Apart from the little fail, the Colosseum went really well, until the finals, again. For the finals, I underestimated his Gligar, so we lost the first 2 attempts. The 3rd attempt though went quite well and we beat the Colosseum, so we're still fine, I guess. It wasn't too much of torture.
What? I can't go home yet? Give me a break.
The strongest trainer in Poketopia, the one who stands above the Colosseum Masters, is now entering.
Stargazer Colosseum. The last knockout battle against the Colosseum leaders. The Poketopia Master awaits you at the end. So we're finally getting to the end. We beat the Colosseum leaders pretty consistently, with little hiccups here and there, but after all, we get to the final battle relatively often. But here is where our problems really start. But on the final battle, that's where the fight ends for us. I've tried it with every single combination of the rental pass, and I cannot beat the final Colosseum leader. It's not happening. After over 50 tries, I finally decided to give up. We need a new strategy. Since we can't beat the Colosseum leader with our current rental pass, we have to obtain a new one. It's really frustrating making it all the way to the last battle just to get brickwalled. So we're going back to the Gateway Colosseum. Some of these Pokemon are better, some of these Pokemon are worse. For the simple reason that a lot of these Pokemon have a lot better attacks, but they also attack all of our Pokemon. So I hope that Hypno and Muk are actually going to help us getting through this. That's why I choose this rental pass. So here we go with the new rental pass. We still beat the trainers relatively consistently, which is good, so we can get to the final fight. But the final fight is still an issue. And since at this point the commentator is really annoying me, I have just one thing to say. The Pokemon Stadium one is way better and you're fired.
The final battle of the Stargazer Colosseum. Will the challenger be able to beat the master of Poketopia?
I'm sick of all this.
So let's try the final fight again with the new rental pass. With the new rental pass we do a bit better, but it's still far from easy. We still lost quite a few attempts. But there is no way I'm going to give up now on the last fight of the game, so I guess I have to just keep trying and hope the result is different. After 10 attempts, we get this run where we actually won. I'm so happy this is finally over, so we did it in the end. So final words to the challenge. This was a weird one. I felt like either we're doing really good progress or we're just brickwalled forever. I also wasn't expecting us to make it all the way to the last fight with one rental pass. I honestly expected we have to get a new rental pass much earlier in the game, so that was quite surprising. So can we beat Pokemon Battle Revolution with only rentals? Yes, it's definitely possible, but it's a pain. If you're interested in more Pokemon challenges, feel free to subscribe and give the video a like. Next Pokemon challenge will be a Gen 4 run, so it will be a little bit more by the books. So see you next time.